Hey, what's going on, guys? So, working on my Tenere 700, we're doing that fuel tank conversion from the original to the service oversized fuel tank 6.1. And while I'm at it, I'm doing another modification to it. So, all of you Tenere 700 owners know what a pain in the butt it is, that ABS deal. So, you have to turn the button off. You ride with your buddies, you stop somewhere, and suddenly, you turn the bike off, you talk or whatever, or take a leak, whatever, and you come back, you get on your bike, and you forgot to turn ABS off. So you step on your brakes, ABS kicks in, the bike won't stop. It's not a good deal. So there are different options out there. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this, but I wanted to be able to completely turn off my ABS while being off-road, just to make my life a little bit easier. And here's what I chose. This is the fuel dongle ABS switch. So fueldongle.es. I believe they are based in Spain, because when I looked it up, everything was in Spanish. Luckily, I understand Spanish, so that wasn't too bad. And then I found a way to change it to English, so that was pretty good. And I ordered this little switch here. Let me show you what we got. So basically, all what is a toggle switch, but it's nice. It's waterproofed. It comes in a waterproofed housing, nice cables, and it has these pigtails, so these little plugs. And the way this is supposed to work is you plug this in between the wiring harness and the rear ABS sensor. And with that switch, you can turn on and off that signal that rear ABS sensor sends to the ECM or to the ABS module. So by doing this, you completely deactivate the ABS. Basically, the computer thinks that the rear ABS sensor is shut. It's broken. It's not functional, non-existent. And obviously, you need front and rear ABS to work at the same time in order for ABS to work. Because basically, what it does is it picks up the signal from the front wheel and from the rear wheel, and it calculates how fast both wheels are turning. And if one turns much faster than the other, then it cuts off pressure to that one wheel. That's simply said, that's basically how all ABS systems work. So that switch is supposed to cut off that rear ABS sensor so that the computer cannot pick up any more signal. But we still have the front one working because our speedo works off that front ABS sensor. So, is it going to work? I don't know. It came from Spain, cost me, I don't know, $60 roughly with the shipping and everything and import and all that stuff. But I think it was a pretty cheap way. And I like that it has that pigtail, those connectors, so I don't have to cut into the wiring. I don't have to mess too much with it. It should be very non-intrusive, let me put it that way. I'm gonna figure out where to put it and wire it in. So here's the bike right now with no tank on it, and I believe I'm gonna drill a hole somewhere here in that corner here in that plastic where I'm gonna put the switch in, and then just run my wires all the way back here. And then I have to see, I probably need to take two more plastics off in order to get to that connector. So I'm taking this panel off and hopefully I find what I'm looking for. Alright, so this was 1, 2, 3, and it has one of those snap-in plug thingies. I don't know what you call them. So let's see, where ABS, where are you? Ah, there it is. So this white plug here is where we're gonna disconnect and then plug that new switch in. So this should go off. Oh, it should go. It's not uncommon to struggle sometimes with these plugs when they gather a lot of dirt and dust in them. Yep, there we go. So here we have the fuel dongle switch. I just want to make sure that this all is going to fit together. Yeah, this goes in here. And this goes in there. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to route all this and wire it up. Alright guys, I got the fuel dongle ABS on and off switch in, and I'm just going to show you real quick what I did. I went on this side of the bike, I took the fairing off. Here's my switch. Flop. So I just drilled a little hole, went in there, and then I routed my cables around the triple tree, make sure I have enough when I turn the handlebar that it no interferes. I went down here, I went under the frame, so make sure no interference with the tank. And on this side, I came around here, I came on the inside of the frame, went down here, went on the inside, plugged it in between the line where it's supposed to go, and zip tied it together. So it was a good idea to do it now while I have the tank off. And let's see how it works. Once I put it all together, I make a video and let you guys know what it does. Alright, I'm going to show you how that fuel dongle ABS switch works. So first I'm going to demonstrate how the ABS switch works that comes standard on the bike, and then I'm going to explain how the aftermarket one works. So we're going to turn the bike on. So you can see the ABS light is on right now. The ABS light turns off when you start riding, and I'm going to show you that. So we put in gear, we start riding, and there it went off. Okay, so we have ABS now. This is the off-road ABS on-off button that comes on the Tenere from factory. And what you have to do is you have to come to a standstill, push this button and hold it. And now it says off-road and this light came on. That means now you have no ABS. That means now I can start rolling and I can lock up my rear wheel, which I could not do if I had ABS. So far so good. The issue is you come to a stop, you turn your bike off, you talk to somebody, to your buddy, whatever, you get back on the bike, they take off, you turn the bike on, and now the ABS off-road is off again. That means ABS is back on. Now you get on it and you realize that ABS is on. That means you cannot slow the bike in a sticky situation. So here's where the fuel dongle switch comes in handy, because I just flip the switch, boom, now this ABS light comes on, and now I will show you. There we go, no ABS. What this switch does is disconnects the rear ABS sensor so that the ABS cannot function, because it needs to communicate to both sensors in order to work. But we need the front sensor in order to show us our speed. If you would disconnect the front sensor, we would have no speedo. And this basically is how it works. So now I can turn the bike on and off and still have no ABS. Now let's say you're done with the off-road riding, you want to go back to ABS. What you have to do is you come to a stop, you flip the switch again, you turn your bike off, you turn your bike back on, you take off, and there you go, light is out. So now we have ABS again. Yeah, I hope that this video shows you exactly how it works, and I hope that it's helpful to you guys.